Greetings and welcome to a 2018 predictions results video. Is that a good one? Is that a good way to say it?
That's a good way of saying it.
Here at Words Back Games, I'm your host, Amy Alexander. I'm joined this week by everybody.
Everyone is here!
There's no fancy Words Back Games border because there's too many people and we've never had this many people at once for one of these types of things. So I'm joined by Keith Robinson, Russell Lyden,
Hello.
Patrick Welsh, and Tom Cusick.
Easy up.
Hi all. 4 out of the 5 people in this video made predictions last year about how the gaming industry would go in 2018.
Happy New Year, everybody.
And
That's all I've got.
Happy New Year. Is that a prediction? Am I writing that down?
Yeah, it came wrong last year, so
Speak for yourself.
we're starting again.
Actually, if you want my
button.
predictions, it'll be another new year.
So we're gonna
Bad
spend
prediction. Oh boy.
we're gonna spend this time going through the predictions that we made last year, seeing who got what right, seeing who won, seeing the results of some very interesting bets that took place. And Patrick, who is sitting above my head, is going to sit in judgment of everything that we said before joining himself for 2019 in a separate video that comes out tomorrow. Tomorrow from this video, not tomorrow from when we're recording it, because we're recording it like more than a week in advance.
It's called being prepared.
Yeah, super prepared. This podcast video recording isn't 40 minutes late or anything. Let's start with Keith's predictions from 2018. Because
I need a memory jog. Can
Is,
you?
is this because I'm last, or
you might be last.
It's been a whole year. I can't remember that.
Oh, don't worry, I'm going through them all. We're going to well, if discussion breaks out, discussion breaks out. Keith, your first prediction for 2018 was that a Call of Duty Battle Royale mode is announced. Congratulations, you got a point with your very first prediction. A Call of Duty Battle Royale mode has been announced, as both myself and Russell are very painfully aware. We play it all the time.
Well, often, but
We
not
play it often, and we play it for like 2 and a bit hours until Russell gets too aggravated and starts shouting at me, the internet, the other players, the game, the controller, his neighbours, the cats.
Is it naff or are you
It's
naff?
really good.
It's really good.
We're just
The
bad
that
at
part
it.
is, it's just we're bad at it. Yeah.
We're bad at it. We'll have right. The games
We've
where
won
we're
a game.
good at
We
it.
have won a match.
We've won
as a
twice.
pair.
I checked.
Yeah. So.
Um,
so there you go.
The games we're good at, where we do well, we tend to finish in the middle of the pack, and then the games where we really shit, we tend to get really far, but then die because we're playing shit.
You
And
got
then I
your
just
headset
try.
yet?
Yes, I'm wearing it, man.
Thank God.
I'm wearing it. I'll have full 360-degree hearing. On a Keith's second prediction from 2018 was Microsoft will announce no new IPs, which I believe was a reaction to a prediction Russell made the year before.
I said Lords. Yeah.
Right, you said down 6.
We'll
That
forget
was
that.
wrong.
You said 6.
This
Previous.
this prediction that Keith made, and I had to rewatch the entirety of the E3 2018 press briefing Microsoft put out and just calm the internet for like 3 hours today, was correct. They'd announced plenty of new IPs, but they didn't announce any new IPs of their own. So, fucking hell. That took a while. So you get a second
I'm sorry.
point. And it's all downhill from here. We'll talk about Microsoft's in another person's predictions, I'm sure. Keith's third prediction was that Anthem would steal Destiny's crown as top FPS/MMO hybrid thing. Now, I'm glad this didn't happen because I don't know how I would have defined that as a win/loss ratio, but it's fine because Anthem didn't come out. I think it was like February where they were like, no, it's coming out in 2019, which was the basis for a bet made by me.
Well,
It was me.
I always put best down. So
I
it
bet
could have
Keith
been
thought
me.
that would not happen, not because I didn't think Anthem would beat Destiny in some way or another, but because I didn't think it was coming out. It wasn't coming out, And Keith must now stream a game to completion of my choice. And we'll be doing that during the 48-hour charity live stream starting February 25th, 2018.
Nice.
When I figure out what game I want him to play. Keith.
Elite Dangerous.
I mean, I'm not going to have him stream
still
for 48
playing
hours
to
for
this
charity.
day.
Because if Keith streams a game, he's going to have to come here to stream it, and I want my computer back at some point.
Within the next 2 or 3 months, yeah.
Yeah. Keith's fourth prediction was that Star Wars would be announced as well for Kingdom Hearts 3. You whiffed a bit. Especially after they talked about how there was legal issues bringing Star Wars or Marvel to Kingdom Hearts 3.
I thought it was afterwards.
That was afterwards. All of this was afterwards. All of this seemed like a good idea at the time.
Yeah.
Most of it seemed like a good idea at the time. Your fifth prediction was that Star Citizen would hit financial trouble. I believe that was Russell's reaction 12 months ago.
Yeah. Well, my exact phrasing was Star Citizen funding controversy.
Nah,
And
no,
the closest
don't
I
got
could
that.
think like this year was the fact that they had to issue an apology and like backtrack on plans to make anyone who wanted to watch CitizenCon pay $20 just to watch the streams.
Just to watch their version of BlizzCon for a game that hasn't happened yet. Keith,
And
you
we'll be
finished
You feeling any better about this, Russ?
About which part?
Star Citizen.
Any of it?
Well, still waiting for Star Citizen, but
2020 for the beta.
For the single player.
It's not going to happen, mate. Just
It will happen.
get your head around it. Just admit it.
Actually, no, they've actually got a timeline.
No. Yeah, no.
We're not going down this rabbit hole again. Okay, so Keith, you scored 2 out of 5 points for 2018. And that puts you in a position of a certain position.
It puts you first for now.
It puts you first for now. You are currently in the lead for now.
Okay.
We're
Patrick,
coming for
give
you.
him a letter grade for how naive and or insane he was, with benefit of hindsight.
Like a C plus.
C plus, very good, very
Rather
respectable.
generous.
Well, I was going to say 7 thumbs up, my lowest ever.
Feel free to make the grading system more and more surreal as we go through everybody's. We're going to move over.
I expect my grade to be the Batman symbol.
No influencing the judge's opinion. We're going to move on to Russell, who had a fun year. Had an interesting year. He's had interesting years. He's always managed to get something, even if it's at the very end. Russ, your first prediction was Command & Conquer is announced, which is the same as the last 3 years. Congratulations. It may not have been the Command & Conquer that you
Not
wanted.
The Command and Conquer we deserve.
No, it's not. But it is a Command and Conquer game, so I still win.
You won. You got the
A
point.
moral victory.
It's an actual victory. I'm not sure it's a moral victory.
Yeah. It's an immoral victory because it's a mobile phone app.
It's not the victory you wanted, but it's the victory you deserve right now.
It's the victory I got. Yeah.
It's the victory you've got, and you've got to take it or leave it, because
That's 1 point.
that's a point. And you also won a bet. Keith must perform vocals on a 3-song rock band set as chosen by Russell.
That's an incredible bet. I'd forgot about that.
You can keep an eye out for that at our 48-hour charity live stream happening 25th of
Is
February.
Bohemian Rhapsody
I
on Rock
actually feel
Band?
better about that bet than the game one.
Well, we'll see.
It is not.
Sorry, I'll put my Dragon Force. It'll be okay.
We'll find.
That's
We'll
definitely-
find. Bohemian Rhapsody was in Rock Band 3.
Yeah.
Yes, it was. Yes.
I have to figure out what DLCs and stuff I've got and what you can buy and
fine.
whatnot. But we'll work.
That-
Me and Russell work on it
That
between the two of us.
that needs to be a standalone video.
I'll probably cut it out of the live stream. Keith's Russell's second prediction was that Grand Theft Auto 6 will be revealed. This is the part where we did start pointing and laughing a bit.
Yeah. and that was I hadn't realized how much of a online
Basically, like a
Yeah,
godless
well-
version of the Red Dead Redemption cover.
and yeah, I didn't predict that very well. Nope.
You didn't, but not only did you lose, did you not get a point? You didn't lose a point. That would be a harsh way of doing this. But you lost a bet, and the bet forfeit is that you must write an essay, the subject of which will be chosen by Tom,
Yeah, sure.
and that essay will be read out at the 48-hour charity live stream on February 25th, 2019. We're gonna have a busy stream.
At least I've got time from the 1st of February. I'm actually not doing anything until.
Yeah,
then
so
to work on it.
I'm not going to tell you till 27th of January. So.
No.
You gotta give him plenty of time to write it.
No,
See how long it takes you to
I'll
write.
have
3
that to you
weeks.
first haste.
3 weeks to get me that.
Is it going to be about using?
I didn't hear a
I
word
did
of
not
that.
catch any of that.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Is it going to be about? Fallout 76?
Again, like it's as soon as
Yeah.
you get to your subject, you just cuts out completely.
Right.
Is your computer haunted?
Possibly. Probably at this point.
I feel like you were trying to say something about Fallout 76, which I believe means that
Yeah.
like, it's
Fallout
a,
76 S.
yeah, I think it's a cursed subject.
It must be.
Never mind.
Russell, your third prediction was that Anthem would be delayed to 2019. Of course it was. Got a point. Your fourth prediction was that Kingdom Hearts 3 would be released in September. I mean, you weren't far off. You were certainly a lot closer than I assumed you'd be,
Yeah.
which was never. It's coming out in January, so...
It's a close one, actually. I'll give you that.
in the lifespan of Kingdom Hearts 3, that's actually really, really close.
Yeah. It's like the blink of an eye.
Yeah, it's like no time at all. And your fifth one, and I can't believe this wasn't a thing when we did our predictions, but your fifth one was that Nintendo would reveal and release Super Smash Brothers.
3 points, bitches.
Apparently, we did not know that when we sat down to do these predictions last year.
We did not.
2018 was long. Did anybody else think that
It was,
2018
yeah.
was a long year?
It felt like
But
2
also
years.
went
Wait.
quick. Like
Smash was announced in 2018.
Yeah. Smash Bros. Was announced in 2018. I had the similar thing when I was talking to Keith about this the other day. Metal Gear Survive came out in 2018. Like, I thought that game was out like a couple of years ago.
yeah, I thought it was more like 27.
It was like 9 months ago.
Yeah.
Jeez. And no one's playing it right now.
yeah.
I played it briefly.
Yeah, you might have
Fine.
played it, but I'm not
Played?
playing it right now.
Yeah, we played it.
What's an absolute shit show?
Indeed. So Rusty got 3 points. Patrick, give him a grade for his performance.
I think a B.
A B,
Yeah.
like the B movie.
I mean, the Kingdom Hearts thing. I think you did.
There you go. High praise from Patrick.
From Patrick the Intermittent.
Sorry,
That's okay.
I don't know what's going on with my connections now.
Anyway, let's move on to me. We're gonna do my predictions now. I had a shocker. I think I made predictions in January, and I think by the end of February, 3 of them were dead.
I remember, like, really early on in years, like, seriously, you going, shit.
I had that answer
Shit.
to you by February. About
I'm
that.
actually pretty sure that by the end of the fucking recording of the podcast, I was in trouble. I was fucked. So my first prediction was that From Software's mysterious game will be Tenchu. No, that didn't happen. It wasn't Tenchu.
You weren't far.
I know,
I mean-
right? It wasn't. It was close, but not quite.
I was in the neighborhood.
It's not called
What was it?
Sekiro. Shadows Die Twice.
Kira.
Which is a
So not
samurai
close
game.
at all in any way, shape, or form.
It was a samurai game. Tenchi's a
Yeah.
samurai game. Yeah. At least I didn't say Bloodborne 2 like a fool. Like plenty of other people got drawn in. They dared to hope, whereas I just dared to try and
Hope
guess
more.
based on the imagery of the 10-second. To be fair, I shouldn't have made a prediction based on a 10-second teaser trailer.
That's
Well,
more than I usually make
Should have just
predictions.
went for a wild card guess, like, Command and Conquer, and
Yeah.
Talking about
Smash
wild
Brothers.
cards. Smash Brothers, yeah, whatever.
What
my,
did we learn?
my second prediction was that this year's, as in last year's, Call of Duty would be set in the modern era. There was some very quick back and forth debate about whether 50 years in the future could be classed as the modern era. I stood my ground far longer than I probably should have. But in the end, I was awarded 0 points and must wear a t-shirt designed by Russell. Within reason. That actually says within reason. Yeah.
yeah. Try and get something
can
done
look
for
for
the
that.
charity stream.
Charity stream, February 25th, 2019. Not the whole stream, because I'm not wearing the same
No,
t-shirt for
At
40
least
hours.
1 4-hour session.
My third prediction: the next Dragon Age will be finally be announced. Let me tell you something, guys. This one was a fucking roller coaster. Because when we found out in I think January that the development had been rebooted, I was like, "Fuck, I'm fucked. It's fucked. It's not coming out for years." And then there was hope. when they decided that nobody liked Anthem, and
Yeah.
they needed to announce something, and they announced Dragon Age at the Game Awards. Thank Christ.
Yeah, it's like begin of the year, doom. End of the year, sliver of hope.
Something like that. My fourth prediction was that Sony would finally let players change their names. Yeah, they did. Everybody's
Did they?
shaking their head, and it's like, yeah, they did.
I'm sure
Did
they
it?
didn't they?
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure
That really passed me by. I really need to change
was
that
like-
year's name.
August, I think.
It was like something like that.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
The only reason I remember this is the massive caveats about if you do change your name, you may lose saved game progress.
Yeah, there's all
Any
sorts. of crazy-
purchases you've ever made.
We talked about it yeah, on the
Including games.
podcast. You can lose so much stuff if you do it.
Yeah.
So I got the point for that.
That totally passed me by.
Well, maybe you should watch our podcast more often, Tom.
To be fair, summer was a very, very, very turbulent time.
Indeed. And my final prediction was that more than 10,000 games will be released on Steam. I wrote this off by about April. I was on Steam like all the time. And for the record, 9,096 games were released on Steam.
That's so close.
which was still like 2,000 more than the previous year.
Yeah, that's really close. Though. Good effort.
Yeah, it is.
Well,
That's like just a smidgen off, like, yeah.
I was 9,096. I was 904 games off. God damn it, shitty indie game developers who don't actually develop games.
I'm gonna say like that could very easily be like 900 really non-games that could have come out.
Exactly.
The-
Like, they
in
could've
fact,
done me a favour.
that amount's probably come out since New Year.
Just
Since
think
a
of
lot
all the
people
just
probably
think of all
got
the developers
development
who,
software for Christmas.
who have like made games but not put them on Steam, like I don't know, Fallout 76.
Look, well, I mean, if I wasn't like a Fallout 76 away from victory, thankfully. I think if I was like, I would be bothered if it was like,
You might be able to sleep tonight. Yeah.
if it was like 9,996, I probably would have never slept again. Like, but I got
Oh, well.
2 points for my troubles when it looked for so long that I was going to get 0.
So it's me versus Tom. It's me versus Tom. I've never been as high up in the ranks ever.
Yes, so myself and Keith are currently enjoying second position.
Albert Foxell, you're our only hope.
Patrick needs you to give you a grade.
I need a grade.
I'll give you a C because you damn it you tried.
Didn't try.
C minus. Gotta be C minus.
Didn't try. Don't influence
no.
the judge.
Keith got a C plus, so
Yeah, okay. Give him
Let's move on to Tom. I've shuffled the order around of your predictions to make this as dramatic as possible. And by that, I mean I've taken the top one and I've put it at the bottom. So, the second prediction was that Far Cry
First.
5 would be a surprise hit and revitalize the franchise. Now, a bit of backstory on how we came to scoring some of Tom's predictions. We couldn't really ask Russell because he had a vested interest in the score that Tom got. So Keith and I had to go back and forth on 2 of Tom's predictions because of how kind of vague and open-ended they were.
That's how he wins. He's devious like that.
We gave him 0 points for that, as we don't think it was a surprise hit. And it hasn't really moved the needle on the franchise.
Fair enough. I'll take that.
Well, it was okay. It was an okay game.
I honestly, I haven't played it.
A lot of people didn't.
I did.
A lot of people did.
Thank you, the game,
Yeah,
Ubisoft.
I did.
Your next prediction was Shenmue 3 will be delayed to 2019. You got a point for that. A very specific delay. It's coming out on August 27th, 2019. It literally got delayed to an actual date.
I still think it'll be delayed again, to be honest. Or it'll be a massive disappointment, but
I think there's
Why not
both?
both?
It's definitely going to be a massive
yeah. It's all right. I'm 1 point in.
You're 1 point in out of 2. Your next one, and we should all be ashamed that we let this pass. At least 4 Battle Royale modes will be announced. 4. We set the bar at 4. Tom was done with this prediction by about January 20th.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
I called it. What?
Maybe it like that. Like, yeah, that was a freebie. Like, that was all bad. Like, we didn't challenge that in any way.
The writing was on the wall, guys. Come on.
Your next prediction was Bethesda Game Studios will announce the much rumored sci-fi RPG, which is called Starfield, and announced it with a title screen. Much in the same way, the reason as
It's
BioWare announced Dragon Age, they were like, people aren't going to like Fallout 76. We'll just, don't worry guys, we're making this stuff that you like as well. Starfield and
So the call
not
comes
Dragon
down to
Age,
this last
Elder
one.
Scrolls. Yes, it all hinges on this last one.
Not that I'm keeping score or anything, but that's 3.
Then.
Oh, don't worry, I've got your score written down right here. I already know what it is. Microsoft have another non-year. Sea of Thieves and Crackdown 3 will be mediocre at best. So there were several components to this prediction.
Yeah, it's a tough one. I can see why you and Keith would have to.
So Keith and I discussed
Yeah.
this in his kitchen over a cup of tea. You know, the place where you discuss these things. And we decided to break it down into 3 parts. 3 component parts. Microsoft have another non-year. We struck off immediately. Almost immediately. Microsoft did not have a non-year. They had a very good year.
They bought a lot of stuff.
They bought a lot of studios. Game Pass was a thing. And they were generally quite consumer-friendly and had quite a lot of positive buzz about them. The final component of this, Crackdown 3, will be mediocre or at best. It never came out, so
It didn't come
we
out.
can't figure out if it was mediocre or not. It might be.
Hey, I was expected to be cancelled most of last year. So.
I'll be honest. I think it's going to be a lot better than I thought it was going to be this time last year. So
I rated Terry Crews out of 10.
yeah.
So really, it all focused on the middle part of your prediction, which was Sea of Thieves will be mediocre at best, and also whether we were giving out partial points. And we decided that the reaction for Sea of Thieves was certainly mediocre at best, and just because we didn't want joint winners, we gave you a third of a point.
Well, I came second. That's the closest I've ever come to being first.
I mean, you were a third of a
I won
point
again!
away from.
Yeah.
If Tom had worded that prediction any
In a different
differently,
way.
it could have been a tie,
Yeah.
and there would have been nothing we could have done about it.
Should be all or nothing. Should be nil point. But I'll let you off, mate.
I want my grade.
I'm inclined towards B plus, and with the caveat that if it, I wouldn't have accepted such a nebulously worded.
Maybe we should put Patrick in charge of these things.
He can't be in charge if he's,
That was
he can't
good,
be in charge if he's involved in the predictions, though.
That's definitely the most points I've ever had.
100% without a doubt.
I'm really chuffed that I've won again. I'd like to thank myself and the non-existent God, and that's it. And also you guys for making it possible for me to beat your ass every year.
You know what we have to do now.
You're our only hope.
Guys, there's always next year. And I'll be fair, I think my prediction game is weak this year, so I'm going to make up for it by making Russell write and read the most awkward essay I possibly can.
Sure.
Oh, that's going to do it for this video.
Who is best?
Who is best waifu? At Lip Reddit. That's a very good question. But we'll see what Tom comes up with.
Well, you know, phrase it as an essay question.
So we're going to go. Like, it's going to be like 5 minutes for us, but it's going to be like 24 hours for you guys. But we're going to go make some 2019 predictions.
We're just going to like time travel. It's fine. We can do that.
Totally. But say
Ziggy, why haven't I leaped?
Engage.